Hello and welcome back to the National Park Trail series. Today, we traveled to Craters of the Moon National Monument to take the Caves Trail, and more specifically, to explore Indian Cave. The cave requires a permit to enter as a precaution to avoid dragging in disease that affects the resident bats, so ensure that you are not wearing any clothes, shoes, or anything you wore while entering another cave, as it would put the bats at risk, so plan ahead. The trail is a 1.5 mile down and back trail that is right out in the open lava flow area. The path to the cave is tarred, but the cave itself will include some scrambling, but nothing my little hikers couldn't handle. You'll want the sunscreen and water for the hike out, as the lava fields don't have any shade, and the black rock can really make the field quite hot. From the start of the trail, you'll likely see fellow hikers out on the trail towards the entrance of Indian Cave, as the field is quite flat, and you have a large viewing range. The path then meanders through the lava field, although the path is tarred, so you'll likely make pretty good time compared to, say, Hell's Half Acre, where the lava field is really tough and slow going. The trail turns right by the first cave. This cave was open when we arrived, and we climbed down in it a little bit. It was a tough scramble, and we stopped shortly after entering, as we didn't come prepared with a flashlight. It proved to be a well-timed respite from the sun, and because it's about 15 to 20 feet underground, it was actually quite cool compared to the surface. The trail continues by a few collapsed lava tubes that were examples of what eventually happens to these types of caves. At the end of the trail is the entrance to Indian Cave. A steel ladder allows you to easily descend into the cave, and the trail is well trodden with some scrambling over rocks that is clear from repeated use. Since the cave is relatively straight, it's unlikely to get lost. The periodic caved-in ceiling allows ample light to filter through the cave, except for one section that gets rather dark on somewhat cloudy days. We learned that a cell phone light is sufficient to keep your path lit. The cave eventually comes to an end after around 700 feet, and you crawl back to the surface. There are a series of poles that lead you back to the entrance of the cave. My favorite part was the exit of the cave. The cave kind of narrows after the last large open ceiling that you climb over the rummage pile of. There is some light coming in from the other side where the path leads to. There's a larger rock you have to scramble over or under that provides a fantastic view of the exit. As you climb up the rocks towards the light, there are two ways to get out, but the more interesting one is to go under the larger rock, and it's a little tight, but you peek out and pull yourself out a few feet to the outside. It's a cool transition from the cave to the outside lava fields that just kind of makes this the highlight of the trail for me. Thank you for watching. And if you liked it, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Also, don't forget to let us know your favorite national park trails.